Alright, so we're back on some Call of Duty here today, and we have a ton of stuff to talk about in regards to Call of Duty, other video games, other games that I'm excited for. It's going to be a lot of yapping, but I will, however, today to try to live com this a little bit better. I'm going to be playing a lot more and then kind of talking over it. Usually I didn't do that because I didn't want the gameplay to suck in the background, but I think talking with something in the background is a little bit more important, and it seems like the comments agree, so that's going to be the gameplay. With that being said, right now we are trying to complete the Rival 9 Mastery Charm. All I have to do is get the 400 kills with the Interstellar camo, so we're just going to try to bang that out in the background and yap about some video games here. Also, for anyone wondering, my thumb is a little bit better now. I'm still scared to clip the nail because I don't want to like hurt it more because I can still see where it's bruised under there, but we're doing better. I can at least play Call of Duty now. Unfortunately, I didn't get to stream Liza P, so hopefully this week, Sunday, I can stream some Liza P and get back to that. Before we get into the game, I just want to say, you guys, thank you so incredibly much for all the support. My last two videos and just this last week of uploading has been absolutely insane. The support I've received is something that I never thought I would ever see. I mean, there's people coming to my defense over hate comments. There's people, I just got that guy through the smoke. There's people coming to my defense over hate comments, which I strongly encourage you guys don't do that. I really do appreciate the support, but the support means all the world. You guys truly don't have to go above and beyond and fight battles for me, because a lot of the time it's just dumb hate. Don't waste your breath. But seriously, thank you guys so incredibly much for all the support. I made it a goal to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year just for fun, and you guys have already smashed it out of the park. I think we're at 104, so seriously, thank you guys so much. It's been incredible. So I wound up leaving the last lobby. All of them were just using the grenade launcher, just sitting in the back of spawn trapping with it, and I was not gonna put myself through that. So, in some Call of Duty news, Season 4 is right around the corner. I think we have 8 days left, or close to a week left until Season 4. Now, I've been following along with Call of Duty's Twitter and Charlie Intel's Twitter as well, and Season 4 has some amazing stuff to come. I'll pull up the roadmap a little bit later in the video and kind of talk about it in depth, but personally, I'm really excited for the Gundam collab that they're going to wind up doing. If you guys don't know, one of my favorite animes of all time is Evangelion, and I know Gundams aren't technically Evangelion, but the idea that there's mechs in the game is super cool to me. They're also going to have a few new 6v6 maps, as well as an in-season 6v6 map, which is actually inspired off of Doom. With that being said, it does say on the roadmap there is a top secret collab that's supposed to come. So ideally, I think it might be something with Doom, but they also said that there's that Fallout collab that's been hinted at. So maybe it's like a complete Microsoft IP collection, and they just have a collection of certain Bethesda things and other Microsoft IPs coming to the game, which would be kind of cool. And speaking of intellectual property that's always been annoying to get your hands on, Jason is finally back in the world of just everything, and I can't be any more excited than I am. I refrained from making my video on this specifically because I didn't want a certain few people in the comments to say that I'm copying a certain somebody, because Jeb's newest video is about Jason coming back into the limelight of just everything, video games, movies, products. So Multiverses, which was actually lost into like the ether for a little bit, has been gaining a lot of traction recently because they are like officially releasing it. I thought it got shut down, but apparently that's not the case. With that being said, Warner Brothers somehow, I guess, acquired the rights or the IP to Jason. I don't know if that counts for all past projects or just new projects, which is a challenge in itself because Jason was basically like locked from having any content or anything made from him by his old intellectual property owners. And they actually wound up closing down one of my favorite games of all time, and still the game that I think is the best party game of all time, which was Friday the 13th. But anyway, with that aside, I don't think Friday the 13th would be coming back as a game because they're working on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I really wish that they would bring back Friday the 13th, and Warner Brothers just is like, you know what, we'll make a good decision today. You guys help out make this one and get that bad boy back up and running. But with all that being said, again, I didn't want to make this whole video on Jason coming to Multiverses because A, I'm ass at fighting games. I played a little bit of Multiverses back in the day, but you know, I'm really not too good. Same with Mortal Kombat. I love watching, and I love some of the characters in the franchise, but unfortunately I'm just too bad to actually play them. But watching Jeb's newest video and seeing Jason back in the trailer got me really excited to play Multiverses. So I might try to crack down on some Multiverses in my free time. I definitely don't know if I'm going to be making a video on it, but you best believe that I'm going to be playing as my fellow New Jersey native Jason Voorhees. Some other gaming news, I know that I have to finish Lies of P before I decide to do this, but I do want to start doing more variety streams of games that I used to play growing up or new games that I'm excited for. Two games that just came out that I'm specifically excited for are Animal Well, which I don't know the YouTuber who's kind of backed the developing company, but I am really excited to play that game. It's got amazing reviews, and the fact that it was only developed by one guy as a passion project is absolutely insane. And another smaller indie game that I want to play is actually called Crow's Country, which is kind of like an old-fashioned like Resident Evil type horror game where it's less horror but you solve like some puzzles, and it's a third-person perspective, and it just looks like an old PS1, PS2 game, and I'm really excited for it. It looks really cool, and it's definitely going to be a game that I can just bang out entirely on one stream, which is why I'm excited for those smaller indie games. I also want to go back and play things like Portal, this old indie game on the Xbox Marketplace, Fez, maybe even go back and play some of the old browser games that I used to on like Nitrome and Mini Clips. I know some of them are probably hard to find, but I'll look around and see what I can do. Alright, let's take a look at the roadmap here for Season 4. I figured we can do this. So down here, we can see the Gundam collab that I was talking about. It looks like we're gonna have 3 operators, or maybe it's 2 operators and then a Juggernaut skin. I really hope that's not the case because I just like when they're on the skins, but we'll see. Down here is that top secret in-season collab that I was talking about. My guess is it's probably going to be the Fallout one, because I don't think that picture is actually the real cutouts of what's there, but it might be, who knows. If not, it might just be a Microsoft IP with a bunch of different stuff and intellectual properties that Microsoft owns actually added into the game. I moved my face cam to the other side, but my reason for believing this is because up here, this Das Gross is a reskinned Das house, but it looks like Doom. You can see the giant beam going up there from the Hell portal and all this other stuff. So I'm assuming that this is Doom related, which is kind of cool to see some of Microsoft's IPs kind of bleeding into Call of Duty now that they kind of own the rights to it. Also down here, another new thing that's really sick is the DNA bomb from Advanced Warfare is coming back. So I don't know if this game had a nuke or a tactical nuke. I actually never paid attention or tried to get into the pubs, but if the DNA bomb is coming back, we're definitely going to see some nuke gameplay, which would be really cool. There's also some stuff for zombies and some other stuff for Warzone, but truthfully, I don't really care too much about Warzone and zombies. I know I have to continue grinding to get the camo, but I think I'm going to save that challenge for last. So all the content that they're really adding for me is just kind of like especially when Treyarch should be making round base next year as well. Also down here we see the Car 98 comes back, a sledgehammer, and a few other guns, so I know a lot of people are excited about that. Something that people aren't so excited about is Soap coming back. People are a little bit confused as to why Soap's coming back. I never played the campaigns in this one, so I don't actually know if he dies in this game, but this whole Modern Warfare storyline recently, none of it, it's all up in the air. It's a big like multiverse at this point. Anybody can come back at any time, and I think that's what they're kind of pitching for this season. Is it looks to be another like infected slash quarantine kind of season where people are maybe coming back from the dead and this, that, and the other. So I don't really mind that he's back. It is what it is. Yeah, that was a quick look at season 4 and just me talking about a little bit of the stuff that I'm excited to see. Unfortunately, there's not too much going on with COD at this very moment. Hopefully when the next season comes around, we'll actually get some new challenges. I know that they're going to have 2 new camo grinds. I already saw that the next big camo grind, like the one trick camo, looks like Obsidian from Modern Warfare 2019, so that should be crazy to grind for. There's also another new one that looks like an in-season event that kind of looks like green DNA going all throughout the gun, kind of like Matrix, so it should look pretty cool. Obviously we'll just have to see if those camos are animated and what they look like when they come around, but other than that, there's nothing to do right now specifically in Call of Duty, so I'm just kind of put my head down and grind out some of these guns for the weapon mastery charms, and that'll be that. I forgot before I end the video here, X Defiant is coming out today. Unfortunately, it comes out at 1 o'clock Eastern, which is basically right when I have to leave for work. So I apologize to everybody who wanted an X Defiant video today. I'm sure everybody and their mother will be uploading an X Defiant video, but I'll try to record that maybe later tonight when I come home from work, but other than that, sorry for a Call of Duty video on the X-Defiant day. But lastly, I do just want to say thank you guys again for all the support, and to everybody that was kind of gassing me up and saying, hey, you're not a Jev clone, you know, you're similar to Face Jev, but you're not copying him. I really do appreciate it, but please, by no means should you guys respond to any of the hate comments, because they're just there to get a reaction out of me and vice versa. I truthfully don't mind that they're there. I appreciate that people are comparing me to Jev, although I would never want to copy anybody. I just make live com videos, and I think people get that confused with other people that make live com videos. But yeah, I really do appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for watching another video. I hope you did enjoy me talking a little bit more. Sorry if the gameplay wasn't as entertaining, but I'm still trying to find the happy medium. This is how I used to make videos, but watching them back always irritated me because the gameplay was so trash because I kept dying, but I was continuing to yap. Who knows, maybe this would be a little bit better. We'll see how everyone takes it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching another video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.